All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Today is Sunday, starting off a brand new week. We got a lot of stuff to catch up on. We got a lot of things to talk about. Now, I don't know how far this stream is going to be going, but if we could do like an hour and some change, maybe like an hour close to 30, depending if I go on certain tangents or not, that's usually how long it's going to be. But here when was the last stream I did? What, about a weekish ago? I think week and a half, close to that. But I have recently been pretty active on my Twitch. So if y'all have not been on that, go follow that. And make sure to watch the streams. If you don't have time to watch the streams, that's all right. It's gonna be uploaded or exported onto the main or the second channel that is the gaming walkthroughs. That's where I do all my gaming stuff. Well, playthroughs. So right now, Halo is like the big thing right now. But we're gonna get to that in a minute. So yeah, that is what I've been playing. So we're gonna get right to it. Hope y'all are having a great week, had a great weekend, and y'all can listen to this whenever. If you feel free to jump in, comment on what y'all want to talk about. That's what we're here for. But we do have some topics to cover, so we're gonna go over that, and then we're gonna catch up a little bit. So, games for August. We got 2 or 3 bangers that I'm looking at for this month. It's crazy that we are already in the month of August. It's wild. Like 2026 is just going by like. Uh, we did have a lot of stuff drop in July. Know that Assassin's Creed Resync was like the biggest thing that I've seen across streamers and gamers who are playing this on YouTube. I was thinking about getting that game, but I was like, realistically, I don't see myself diving into this game because that it's a lot of hours into it. Not compared to the other ones, but Assassin's Creed 4 is pretty. It's pretty lengthy. It's one of my it's my favorite Assassin's Creed game. But I was like, I've already played it. It does look cool. Don't get me wrong, it do look fire, but I just have other stuff that I'm putting more time into. Because if I already started that game, I was gonna move on to something else and just forget about it. So I'm like, I don't even want to start up on it. What else am I playing currently? Halo. Halo just dropped last week. Absolutely loving that game. Bringing me back. The nostalgia is there, just in modern gen graphics. I am playing on the PC, but I've had no trouble with anything so far. Um, but we gonna get into that stuff. Uh, yeah, Halo. I've been playing. Uh, damn, I beat 007. I beat it. I just need to upload the last 2 episodes on YouTube, and then we are completely finished and out the way of that game. Um, like I said, I'm playing Halo right now. Final Fantasy, that's still a long term project that I'm playing offline. So if you go on my Twitch channel, I got the games which I'm gonna do better at keeping up with this. But I got the list of games that I'm currently in right now. Halo, Campaign Evolved, and Final Fantasy Rebirth. Obviously playing that offline, and then we're gonna figure out what games we're gonna play next. So yeah, since Halo dropped, I am pretty active on that. I've been streaming almost every day now. Now I don't think I'm gonna be streaming today, uh, but I may play a little bit tomorrow, and we making good progress. I should say we playing about like an hour 30. The other day we did like 2 hours and some change. So we making pretty good progress with the amount of deaths that I've had. I'm surprised we're making a good pacing with this. Um, we just got out of the Marvel Tokon beta. Did play a little bit of that. They only gave us a limited amount of characters, but the characters that they did give us, fire. I think I already kind of played around with not all of the characters, but like the ones that I really wanted to. I think I got my starting lineup: Magic, Ghost Rider, Spider Man, and it's either going to be a switch up between Storm and Miss Marvel. So Magic, Spider Man, Ghost Rider are like set. So you gotta have kind of an up and close fighter, a little bit of a zoner, and the other ones you can switch off in between. But like I think I got my team. But that game is super dope. Cannot wait for that to drop. And it's dropping like sixth. Sixth is on Thursday. So we might be streaming another game uh as far as like online and stuff like that. So this is the closest thing we're gonna get to a Marvel vs. Capcom. Love the switch outs. Um Super fun. It's a lot, it's super fast paced. It's a lot going on that screen. So we're gonna get back in the gym when this game drops back up, and we may play with other characters, but I think we've kind of found who we're gonna be playing with, or even if they have ranks online, multiplayer, whichever. But yeah, that's all that I've been playing so far. The game, random side note, it is game related, but the game that I do want to play, and I might stream it, I might not, who knows? But this is another long term project. Star Wars: The Old Republic. Now, I am not familiar with MMOs. I don't think I've ever played an MMO, but it's just something about this Star Wars Old Republic. I've heard so many good things about it, but what I'm scared of is I'm afraid if I jump into this, I'm not going to get out. And I have enough RPGs on my plate right now. So this is gonna be one of them games where I just have to dedicate like a day to, like a day to stream fully for like set aside a couple hours because this game super massive MMO. Um, but for some reason, like I've looked on YouTube as far as the RPG aspects, and I'm like, yo, this looks pretty dope as far as how detailed they can go into your character path you take and stuff like that. But a part of me is itching to want to play this game. It's free. Like anybody can play it. It's free. But I don't know. It's just I now is really not the time because I got so much other stuff that I want to play. But part of me is like, what the hell? Just jump in and do it. So that game is not gonna be a continued like thing. It might be like every once in a weekend type thing. But if we do jump on that game or every once in a weekend type thing, it's gonna be dedicated to the like 3 to 4 hours of just that, nothing else. So I don't know. That's just something else I've been kind of thinking about lately because I want that type of game. I've been seeing ads and stuff, even on Steam. Every time I get on Steam, I'm like, yo, I'm seeing this Old Republic. I'm looking at views overly positive, I think. Um, so yeah, nah, it's a game that I've been thinking about jumping into. But for all the Star Wars fans who have played this, y'all let me know what y'all think. Any recommendations for like a new person that's trying to get into MMOs like this, or just this game specifically? Um, so yeah, give me some tips and tricks on whatever. But I might as well just jump in randomly, not knowing anything, taking it from there. That's what I did with Baldur's Gate. I was in. I think I did like a close to 6 hour stream. I haven't done that in a while. That's the only RPG that I fully like. Not even with Mass Effect. Like I've limited my time on streaming. Baldur's Gate 3 is the most time that I've spent in one stream. I think yeah, like I said, it's been like close to 6 hours. That almost a full work day right there. So yeah. I don't know. We might be able to do it again, but that just has to, like I said, I had to have a dedicated free day of not doing anything, not going anywhere, putting my full attention to that. I might have to wake up on like an early Saturday and get it in, or like an early Sunday. But I'm a late streamer. I stream at night. It's gonna be hard for me to realistically to get up in the morning to stream. But I know that's something that might have to happen with that type of. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. We're gonna see. Uh, Movies just came from back from the movies on Friday. Spider Man, brand new day, amazing, spectacular. No pun intended. Great. It really, that movie showed you like certain cinematography scenes of like uh of what was going on in the comics, and they put that on the big screen. Going on in the video games, they put that on the big screen. Like some of the stuff that Spider Man was doing was straight out of the recent games. Like you know the moves. If you seen the movie, you see what he was doing. You know the moves. Hit that triangle and circle button, special move, whatever. He was doing that. Spoilers, by the way, about to get into it. But overall, I thought it was a dope movie. Punisher, I was low key kind of worried since it is a PG-13 movie. Punisher, the type of character he is rated R. I was worried and curious as to see how he was gonna fit in a movie like this, but it worked out. He didn't stray away from who he was as a character, uh, and he kind of like he was able to fit. He fit. You got to see the Hulk. Y'all already know the Hulk was in the trailer, so I already know what went down. This is the Hulk I want to see. I don't want to see Bruce Banner fully controlling the Hulk with that whole smart Hulk or whatever. I need to see Hulk like this. This is the Hulk I want to see in the next movies. Because that dude grew like 5 times bigger than what he was when Bruce took over, or he was able to control the powers or whatever. Uh, you got to see another character that I was surprised, well, wasn't surprised, but I was like, oh, he's in here. And she actually fit and made sense of the story too. Um, this opens the door for a whole new chapter. A whole new chapter. The inhibitor chips, mutants. So again, spoilers. If y'all have not seen the movie, don't watch this little segment. If y'all have, enjoy. But uh we got introduced to Jean Grey. Sadie Sink. We kind of already had the feeling that she was gonna be Jean Grey, but that's is Jean Grey. It is confirmed. So she did really well in the movie. I wasn't mad at it, but I'm like, damn, this Jean Grey is like young. How is that gonna work? Because we usually see her like as an adult. Well, she is an adult, but it's like she's a young adult, if that makes sense. So, like I said, this opens the door for a brand new chapter for mutants. X-Men can get involved now. The X-Men are gonna be in Avengers movie, but we're gonna be getting a new X-Men movie. Jean Grey is already here. if y'all see the end of the movie, joke, she is no joke in this movie either. Like, if she was able to really, really go all out, it would be a problem. But I like the way, and there really wasn't like a bad guy. Really was no like villain. It was just Spider-Man's like internal, very emotional. Uh, he had to pretty much fight his own demons, and I loved it. I loved how the actual like spider gene was kind of taken over, and he was trying to suppress it, but it was like, nah, you got organic webs now. Like, you gotta let that. You just gotta embrace that at this point. So he pretty much for most of the movie he was trying to kind of fight that. I think he kind of honed it and is now able to work with it. We did get villains, which was super dope in the beginning too. We got certain cameos and things like that, like straight from the comics they put into the big screen. And what else? I'm trying to think. It's a good movie. I highly recommend. I don't know. It's a toss up between this and the third movie because when No Way Home came out, that was a special moment. That was on my birthday. If that movie was on my birthday, that's why it holds so much weight. But it's either between this Spider-Man 4, which I'm gonna call it now, Spider-Man 4 and Spider-Man 3. Tom Holland, shout out to him, shout out to Zendaya. He is Spider-Man at this point. He has taken the full mantle. He has done more movies than Andrew and Toby. Like, he has 4 Spider-Man movies on. He's gonna continue being Spider-Man. I think he's gonna be in the new Avengers. I don't know, but I like the way it ended. We There may be another Spider-Man. Who knows? But we gonna see. Overall, fire movie. I definitely gonna see it. Uh, but it's gonna be a toss between in 3 and 4 for me. But nonetheless, great movie. I know there's gonna be a whole bunch of break analysis pieces on this entire movie, but yeah, that's pretty much it as far as catching up. So let's get into these games. All right, so I talked a little bit about this before. The month of July was kind of crazy. Now, usually, I can't say this no more, but usually, back when, during the summertime, there would be a little bit of a drought where we would have like a backlog. That this would be our backlog season. Summertime and wintertime will be our backlog. But as of late, they have been dropping a whole bunch of stuff. Um, the only game that I've really like new game that I've really played was the recent Halo. Um, but yeah, we've got a whole bunch of like indie games and stuff like that. Assassin's Creed came out this month, but so now we are in the month of August. So I'm gonna read these lists off. I'm gonna kind of hone in on stuff that I'm interested in, not everything. So we got Beast of Reincarnation. Don't really know what that is. Big Walk, Liza P Complete Edition for the Switch 2. Marvel Tokan Fighting Souls, August 6th for the PS5 and PC. I will be getting this game on the PS5. This is going to be a day one. I already told y'all what my starting lineup is going to be. We about to be on this. So if y'all are Marvel fans, if y'all are into fighting games, definitely give me that reminiscent feel of Dragon Ball Fighters, but this is just Marvel superheroes and supervillains, and I love it. Super fast paced, There's a lot going on the screen. Out characters, do special combos, ultimate combos, um, ultimate finishers is dope. You got the Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion Remaster for Switch 2, Grave Seasons, The Sinking City, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection 2, and I think that's going to consist of Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 4, and forgot what else. But it's coming to the PS5, Switch 2, Switch, Xbox, PC. So if y'all have not played any of the Metal Gear Solid Metal Gear Solid games, definitely get the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. I might get a copy just cause we love physical copies. By the way, we're gonna get to that topic. But yeah, that's supposed to be coming out August 27th. Resonance of Plague Tale Legacy, August 27th for PS5, Xbox, and PC. Now, this new Plague Tale is completely different from past two. So this is like a prequel way back then, but it definitely hones in on more of the fighting elements to it, of like stealth. Now, I don't know if this game is gonna have stealth in here, but it's definitely gonna be some fighting in here. So I've seen the first game; it plays amazing. The second game is better than the first, but yeah, realistically, I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna probably watch somebody else play it. Star Wars Zero Company. I actually don't know what that is. Is it like an over the top game? I'm trying to remember. And then we got Elden Ring Tarnished Edition for the Switch 2. But there was another game that I'm thinking about. And I think this game comes out this month. I don't know. I'm about to fact check myself. Mortal Shell 2. When is this coming out? Release date. When's the release date? August 20th for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Ooh. Now, I did stream this demo. This is a game that I may cop because the demo was fire. Now, what this is kind of different from an Elden Ring, but it plays a little bit like a Dark Souls type ish game. I just like the over the shoulder type feel of it, and you get to parry and you get to have a weapon or like a gun. So I like that aspect. I think it kind of pulled me in with that type of stuff. Whereas Elden Ring is super open world. It does not hold your hand on anything. You just go into the world and figure out. Now this one is a little bit semi open world, I guess, but I can kind of work around it. I can work through this. Um, but very violent. It's a little bit more fast paced than Elden Ring. Um, as far as like movement goes, but that pairing is so satisfying and do them finishers on top of that too. Yeah, I'm locked in. I'm still trash at these types of games, but I don't know. It was just something about that just kind of pulled me in, interested. So we may cop that one. Oh, Tokon Fighting Souls is a definite, and then we have Mortal Shell, which is gonna be um, which may be a thing on Twitch as well. So y'all tune in. When is the 20th? 20th is on Thursday. That's 2 weeks after Marvel Tokon. So y'all be on the lookout. Y'all let me know what games y'all will be playing in the month of August. And it don't even have to be a new game. It can be in a backlog. It can be stuff that y'all working on right now. Y'all let me know. So, one of the games that I did mention that I'm currently playing right now is Halo. It came out a couple days ago on a Friday. I knew it. I already had Game Pass on my PC, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it. It's free. It comes with the service. Let's talk about Halo. So, now I got this article off of Game Rant. People apparently are saying it's getting mixed reviews. It's being review bombed actually. So we're gonna get into this, but first things first, I'm gonna give y'all my take and my experiences on what this game was about. So I would say I put in probably about maybe close to 5 or 6 hours already. Um, this is definitely a remake. Definitely a remake. If you see from the OG 2001 Halo Combat Evolved to this 2026 Halo Campaign Evolved, this is a remake for sure. This game looks beautiful, gorgeous, top tier graphics. Like that first level with the cutscenes, this is modern gen graphics, right? Game as far as looks go, great, great. Uh, yeah, I put in 5 6 hours of it. I'm at the I just got off the island um where that I remember that mission so vividly, super vivid. Yeah, the nostalgia will definitely hit. Y'all are Halo fans. If y'all got this game, the feels are gonna be there for sure. It's gonna be there. Now I play Halo I play Halo Combat Evolved. I play Halo. Uh, what was it? It was a remaster that they did. I forgot what it was. Um, Campaign Evolved. It was something Evolved. I don't know, but it was for like the Xbox 360 at the time. But yeah. So I played those games on like the most I could do was normal or heroic. And I would like co-op with other people. This is this is the first time that I played a Halo game on Legendary. I played Halo 1. I have a confession, I have not played 2. I played 1. I played 3. My personal favorite. A little bit of Reach. I know how it ends. Halo 4, I beat that. Um, Halo 5, I skipped on that. I did not play Halo Infinite. I did play a little bit of Halo 3 ODST. Um, so I know my way around. I'm a Halo fan, but I have not played all of them. But the important ones I have though. This is my first time playing on Legendary mode. When I tell you the first mission, I died so many times. And I can already tell going into each mission, it's going to get more and more. There are waves of enemies. And somebody let me know what if for the my Halo fans out there, for the people who have been on Legendary mode and are used to this. Somebody said in the comments, because I did a short, somebody said in the comments, this is the easiest one to do on Legendary. If it's like that, I can't even imagine what it is on the other ones. I don't know. I did it just because I just wanted to have fun with it. Like it's not so much stressing me out because I can still kind of get through it. I can tactically find my way around certain things and I can kind of ease my way through. But yeah, it's some situations where it's like it's just waves of Covenant coming at you, and you gotta pick up scraps. You lucky to find a grenade laying around, and it's like wave after wave. It was the night mission with the sniper rifle. I had the longest time to get through that. Because after you, there's only so many bullets that they give you on the sniper, so until you got to switch to the other guns. But my favorite weapon right now is the pistol or the Magnum. Uh, Second one is the assault rifle, and yeah, but yeah, we already made it past the island. I had to take down so many of the what are them big things? Not the elites, but it's like those big ass aliens. Them things took forever for me. But overall, I am still having a great grand time playing with this whole remake field. They implemented running on here, which is dope too. Nowadays it's like you need that now. Um but yeah, this is definitely a nostalgia piece for all the Halo fans. So if y'all are Halo fanatics, Halo fans, I'm talking about like the OGs. This one, I would say y'all can rent. If y'all was just so happen that y'all don't have to, I would say necessarily this y'all's priority number one to get. But y'all have the time. If y'all want to go in and feel a little bit of nostalgia with it, go ahead and get this game. It's dope. But that is my first impression. Now I am playing on PC. I have not had any type of bugs or crashes, anything like that. No lags. Maybe one lag, but other than that, that was pretty much it. Yeah, I've had a pretty good experience. I know they have like a third person, but I'm not. That's gonna be free playing as Master Chief over the shoulder, or not over the shoulder, but that type of third person view. But apparently, from this article, it says this review, this Halo campaign game is being just bombed. So actually, let me go on Steam on here right now. Halo Chief Collection, Halo Infinite, Halo Campaign Evolved. It is mixed reviews. All right, let me see what the comments are looking like. I'm not reading all this. Microsoft leadership fumble with the bag once again. This should have been a slam dunk, an absolute slam dunk, expanding the PlayStation to hopefully increase play count. The next mainline MP release, great. Implementing the blam physics of Halo's past to keep unique fit Halo feel, great. Utilizing Unreal Engine in a way that modernizes the art style and yet still holds Halo's identity, terrific. Redesign repetitive areas of the game, super going all on the flood, really capturing how the biomass spreads quickly. All of that aside, I am absolutely furious you dared to advertise this game as going gold a mere days before launch. Okay, so I will say, I know this thing has, I think this has multiplayer. I have not dived into the multiplayer. I'm only playing the campaign. Personally, I don't think this is worth the asking price. If there were more modes like Firefight or something, I easily recommend. As it stands, as a 50% off or Game Pass type of game. Like I said, I got this on Game Pass. It came with the service. I'm not. I wasn't gonna buy it with everything good that I've said. If y'all have already played this game, y'all can pass on this. Um, Now this is for like for the new people who are interested. Ooh, go ahead and cop it. But if y'all already played this, y'all already know how the story is. This is just in better graphics. Um, it plays exactly the same. Just how they did with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Resynced. Not really missing nothing. It's just better graphics. Yeah. So, what is it? Let me get this straight. I must link my Microsoft account to my Steam. On top of that, okay, the bonus missions suck. They are just one kill room after another with bad writing and a dogfight mission. Okay. All right, pretty decent, pretty decent. All right. Ooh, all right. So people are liking it, are not giving it much praise. So let's read. Came out yesterday, actually. So in the days following its release, gamers have wasted no time in reviewing bombing Halo campaign evolved on multiple platforms. Despite strong critic reviews, a variety of complaints have led to sinking play reviews for Halo. They're unlikely to change course. Halo is a ground-up remake of Bungie's 2001 classic, Halo Combat Evolved, using Unreal Engine 5. It's the first title released under the Halo Studios banner after the studio rebranded from 343 Industries in 2024. The game makes a few significant changes from the original, some of which have proven to be controversial among players. As a result, gamers have wasted no time to make sure the dev team has heard their thoughts on the matter in the best way they know how. Review bombing. So on Steam, Halo has quickly fallen to mixed reviews, with 63% being positive at the time of writing. Metacritic, the game has a user score of just 5.2, considerably out of line with the critics' review average of 80. Halo are solid. Scores are solid, if not quite exceptional. Okay. Looking at the play reviews, it's impossible to point to one single reason as to why Halo campaign evolved being review bombed. Everyone has their own grievances with the game, with some noting worse acting performances and direction of cutscenes compared to the original. Others had serious performance problems, not unusual with Unreal Engine 5. The prequel missions also came in for some criticism. That's before mentioning the Microsoft account. All right, cool. So pretty much with this account sign in, uh, price tag, like okay, so it has no multiplayer. Yeah, numerous bugs. Again, I have this on PC, so I've come across no bugs, no lag, no crashes. Now, I can't promise that that's going to happen when I may be playing this, but currently, as of right now, as of me saying this right now, I have had no issues with the game. But that might be different for somebody else who's playing it. The prequel missions, I haven't gotten around to it. I just hopped in on the campaign. Um, so I do know there are like campaign missions that's before the main game. Um, People were talking about like the cutscenes and stuff. I really didn't have an issue with the cutscenes like that. So it's just people griping for small like small stuff. That stuff I can kind of ignore. Price tag I will agree on. Like I said, if you've already played this game, there's no reason for you to buy the full like how much is it? 50. Premium edition is 70. So yeah, already played this now. If you're a Halo fan like that, a super fan, by all means, do what you need to do. If you already played it, um, yeah, you can wait till this goes on sale. Still a good game, great game, but you also have to think it's a remake. So I'll just y'all can wait till this goes on sale. Or if y'all have Game Pass, y'all can just get it on there. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. Um Now you can do it has multiplayer, but not like multiplayer other you can do co-op, but you can't do the if that makes sense. So uh yeah, that's where we're at with that. Uh my first impressions are I've had no trouble. Game looks graphically it looks amazing. Like this is a full on remake. This is a remake from the 2001. I know people have they gripes about the multiplayer cutscenes and stuff like that. I've really had no problems with that self personally, but I will agree with y'all in that price tag. If y'all played this before and y'all are thinking about getting this game, just wait till it goes on sale for like half off. Or if you got Game Pass, it comes with the service. So yeah, I would just wait till it goes down in price and then y'all can play it. So this is really not like a go out and cop it day one. Um, yeah, this is the type of game that I can definitely wait, but it is fun still. It is a good game. I'll give it that. It's fun to stream. So y'all let me know what y'all think on Halo Campaign Evolved. Alrighty. So got some more Sony news. I don't know if this is gonna be this is not gonna be what y'all want. I want to hear here. So Sony has been just taking L's left and right. Uh, a whole bunch of backlash, whole bunch of drama surrounding a lot of things, but with this whole physical disc thing is like the biggest right now. So in 2028, starting January, in the next 2 years, there will be no physical disc. When they dropped that news, the internet was in uproar. Twitter, YouTube, IGN comments, the YouTube comments, threads. People did not like this. Now, for all the people that are digital, who are used to digital copies, I ain't talking to you. This is for full copy consumers. Now, it's one thing to kind of lean more towards the digital, which they have been, but there's still always a place for physical copy games. You don't want to truly get rid of it because if you do, which they are, it's going to impact a lot of stores and retailers. Um, it's going to be looking bare in them stores. It already is, but it's going to be looking very dire. Um, GameStop has already kind of apparently made like plan B moves with this, and they say they not gonna get affected with this too much. Um, it's already impacted them in the way that they sell stuff. It's not even a GameStop no more. It might as well just be called a merchandise stop because they don't sell. They sell everything else but games. Apparently, right now. So their backup plan is the trading card space. So this is going to impact a lot of different things. This whole thing is going to just be a butterfly effect in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years to come after this happens. So, with all the critiques, all the comments, and I know they've been listening. They've been watching. They've been looking at all these comments saying bring back physical disc. They know that people are angry. So now Sony has finally responded. Uh, the PlayStation players angry about PS5 physical disc ending. So let's read this from Vice. Came out like maybe like 2 days ago. So after weeks of silence, Sony has fully responded to PlayStation players angry about its decision to end PS5 physical production in 2028. During a recent investor meeting, a PlayStation executive said that the company is moving forward with its plan despite complaints from players. Sony is also not worried about physical collectors moving to PC. PlayStation responds to PS5 physical disc backlash, and it's now been a month since Sony announced it is ending physical disc production for both PS5 and PS6 in 2028. Despite the controversial decision sparking massive backlash and calls for boycotts online, PlayStation remained silent for weeks refuse to acknowledge it. So all this backlash with all these comments, these boycotts, PlayStation was pretending to like they just ignoring it, act like nothing is happening, and just continue to push out uh trailers and other stuff like that. So during a July 31st Q&A with shareholders, Sony CFO Lin Tao addressed the physical disc backlash. Her response: PlayStation is moving forward with displaying an physical disc anyway and doesn't believe the backlash will impact sales. So that statement right there from this Sony CFO, she basically said that no, we are doubling down on no physical disc. Like y'all can try to boycott, y'all can write down these comments on all our posts. We don't care about none of that because it's not going to impact sales. People are still going to go and get digital copies. Y'all seen what Call of Duty just did. They gave y'all an old port, no remake, no remastered, just a port from the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 days. They put it on. That thing sold like hotcakes. And that example is why they are talking like this. None of that matters. The sales are still gonna be there. So they said y'all can still talk all that talk. We still gonna do what we need to. And that means to make all physical copies void. So Sony stated that so far has not seen any negative impact on sales following the announcement. Does not expect this to change when it takes effect. The company believes the feature is digital for virtually all forms of media. They reiterated that they will proceed cautiously with their plans. I don't know exactly what that means. They will proceed cautiously with their plans. But Sony is apparently taking everything digital now. No media, no physical media, nothing, none of that. Movies, games. So it's getting to a point now where physical media is becoming like a valuable treasure point. So all physical media stuff at a much more higher value than it once was before. So Sony CFO then said that PlayStation is still assessing how to address feedback from players who are unhappy with the decision. The company says it's still figuring out how to respond to the feedback. And that was the thing. We don't work for these companies or people. They work for us. Our wallet moves how they move. Because if you spend money on say like our physical discs and physical copies, and I know with this age, digital is always kind of gonna be higher, more of a bigger, as more target, easier for uh consumers, but there still has to be a lane physical, and for them to just wipe that away, it's like now you're forcing us to get, and you're backing us into a corner where we should be doing the opposite. So we pretty much taking everything that they're giving us. We don't really care. We're not really putting up a fight. Like how I said with the Call of Duty thing, they just gave us a port. We just accepted it for what it was. That is giving them more incentive to be like, oh, y'all took this. We just gonna go digital from now on. So if we can finagle y'all, we can play y'all like this. We can play y'all with digital, and y'all will just eat it up. So considering many Sony players are organizing a worldwide boycott all PlayStation products from August 23rd to August 30th, the company might want to figure that out sooner than later. So they need to figure out what we're gonna do to compromise, because this ain't. If you have angry fans, but y'all are still talking the way y'all talking, doubling down on this, that's not good. But yet and still, the numbers don't lie. They looking more at the numbers and be like, yo, y'all are saying this. But y'all are doing another thing. It ain't it ain't adding up. So I did see that I should have pulled this tweet up, but there was a person or a group, I don't know. They wanted to do like a worldwide boycott of all PlayStation products. Now, that sounds great. I'm all for it. I fully support it. Make that change. Y'all can do it. We can do it. But realistically, I don't see a lot of people getting together like this because people are still going to deviate from still getting it. We can even fully boycott to certain other places, let alone this. So this sounds good, but realistically, I don't really see this happening. So Sony explains why it announced the end of physical discs so early. Another interesting takeaway from the investor meeting is that Sony revealed why it decided to announce the end of physical discs this far ahead of the PS6. So in another response, Lin Tao explained that Sony wanted to give retailers time to prepare for its move toward a completely digital-only platform. They confirmed the announcement was made early to communicate with retailers. And so now they giving retailers more time to be like, yo, we ending this. Y'all need to figure out a plan B. Y'all need to move accordingly because there will be no physical media disc anymore. So that's giving them more time to plan out when this stuff does hit the fan. Y'all can plan accordingly. So this subject has already been discussed with North American retailers, and now the same will happen in other regions. So, like I said with GameStop, they are already planning on how they can pivot. They going into the trading card business. Pokemon is more relevant than ever. So that's pretty much going to be like their foundation at this point. So this suggests that Sony plans to replace at least some physical games with download codes sold inside retail packages. Just like how they did with Call of Duty. All you giving us is a case with a code. While these products will remain available in stores, players would no longer receive a physical disc that they could lend, resell, or preserve. So none of that. We can't do no hand-me-downs. We can't resell. We can't preserve. We can't do none of that. So Sony isn't worried about physical players moving to PC. Now, finally, Sony argued that it isn't worried about losing physical disc players to PC because consoles are significantly cheaper. Ouch. For now, Sony appears committed to ending PlayStation physical disc production in 2028, despite the growing backlash. Although the company says it is still considering how to address feedback, its latest comments make it clear that reversing the decision is not currently part of the plan. With players now organizing boycotts and voicing concerns about gaming ownership, preservation, and resale, the controversy is unlikely to disappear anytime soon. Oh yeah, this is not going nowhere. People are not going to give in. It's still going to be the talk of the town. It's still going to continue. Sony may not expect the backlash to hurt PlayStation sales, but the real test will come when its digital-only plans take effect in 2028. We're going to see who is real and who fake come 2028. That date, January, in the next 2 years hits. It's going to come down to who's really going to be getting this PS. Who's really going to be playing these digital only games. Got 2 years. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there will be a change. Realistically, they said it ain't affecting sales, and if it's not affecting the sales, they can continue what they've been doing. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I don't know. Crazy times. All right, next topic. So, Stellar Blade. Now, they dropped a trailer when they did the whole Summer Game Fest. I think it was in that conference. Or was it the PlayStation one? I'm not sure. But we're getting a new Stellar Blade game next year. It looks fuego, fire, amazing. Graphically, this game looks super realistic. I love the first game. I got it, physical copy. I got it. Eve is dope. The amount of costumes that you can do. I know it was fan service, but I'm really not surprised at this point. There's gonna be fan service in here. I know there was some controversy with this character because how it looks as far as like facial structure and people saying it was like more of like a younger face to it, which it is, but you got the like the body of a grown woman. Look, listen, I don't know. I'm not necessarily looking for them type of things. That's not my. I just wanted to see for the gameplay. That's all. The game looks fire, and I'm not mad at this being controversial because it does. Ouch! It does look kind of weird if you look at it real close. Um, yeah. So, but this game does. Granted, with everything controversy, this this game does look fire, and I am a fan of Stellar Blade, and I will be. So we got a brand new character. So they came out with a video, the main character singing. Uh, so this article from Game Rant came out yesterday. Stellar Blade Blood Rain developer angers fans with new AI video. Now, AI has become more prevalent for data centers, and AI is pretty much in everything, everywhere. So it came out with this video. I have not seen it, but I got the video right here. We're not watching the whole 3 minutes 38 seconds, but we're just gonna take a look at it and see what it is. So Stellar Blade Blood Rain dev shipped up as angered fans after releasing an AI generated music video promoting the forthcoming action game. After seeing plenty of success following its 2024 debut, Stellar Blade has rapidly become one of Shiftup's most recognizable franchises. The upcoming Stellar Blade Blood Rain was formally revealed during Summer Game Fest. Okay, I was right. Introducing Evie, a new protagonist distinct from the original game's Eve. And what I like about Evie is she got hands. She's an up and close fighter. Eve was he had the blade, sword, or whatever. So you actually had like a weapon. We do have weapons, but we have like gauntlets, up and close fighter. The Blood Rain appears to retain the franchise's sci-fi action and dystopian settings while expanding into a more densely populated city inspired by Asian metropolitan aesthetics. The game currently has no confirmed release date, nor has ShiftUp publicly finalized its platform. ShiftUp's latest promotional music video is among the first significant pieces of advertising. Alrighty, let me see what this is. Headphones. Okay, definitely a K-pop vibe.
目を開けた瞬間から更新されていく世界昨日のニュースも約束も指の先で流れてく急いで誰かに追いつくみたいに私も上手な顔をして足音早めてた返せないままのメッセージ会えないまま過ぎた週末また今度が増えるたび心だけ少し遅れてくでも今夜不意に窓に映った私が何が待ってるようで見ないふりでも一度今度は通り過ぎないように恋をしてみ足りなくても同じ速さで歩きたい初めて恋をしてみたい
Alright, I've seen enough. Okay. The official video titled Wanna Be in Love featuring Evie is a roughly 3.5 minute K-pop style, okay. Production centered on Evie singing, dancing in a city, resembling the environment revealed in Celebrate Blood Rain. It later transitions into artificial behind-the-scenes footage featuring Shift-Up's production. The video's ending disclosure takes that resources from Celebrate Blood Rain were generated with AI support, while YouTube warns that some sounds and visuals were altered or fully generated. Shift-Up has not provided details on which individual the elements were produced. Rather than increasing excitement for the game, however, Shift-Up's unusual promotional material for Stellar Blade Blood Rain has drawn widespread criticism for its use of a generative AI. Ugh. Okay, so, yeah, I don't think this was such a good idea. Stellar Blade 2, Stellar Blade Blood Rain already had controversy with the character and how she looks. Y'all are digging yourself a deeper hole, this whole AI stuff. And that whole 3-minute video did not help one bit. Do without the video, give us another trailer, and just leave it at that. And then next year or a couple months from now, y'all give us like a actual release date, what platforms are gonna be on it, and at that. Y'all already know the controversy behind AI. People are not messing with that. And for y'all to go and make a music video with this does not help. Now y'all got two controversies. Now, this game better not be having AI in here with certain things. So I don't know if this was like a just for fun video. I don't know why y'all did it, but now this is. I'm thinking, what else is gonna be in this game? Is it gonna be more AI stuff? I don't know. Oh, the first comment underneath the video was not one. Is one user simply responding, "Are we dead ass?" With over 4,000 likes at the time of this writing, other fans have accused Shift Up of releasing AI slop and question why a studio known for its detailed character designs would use generative technology in its marketing. Like I said, yeah, they don't need this. Like, y'all never did this for the first game. Y'all dropped a trailer. Everybody was like, whoa, what is this? And the game did well. Sales wise, it did really good. But the marketing for it, we didn't have no AI. And y'all still did good. I don't know why they're switching it up now. Of course, not every response was negative, as a smaller group of viewers have found the video amusing or enjoyed the song despite the controversy. And backlash over Wanna Be in Love has also renewed questions about how extensively Shift Up plans to use AI in the future. That is what I just said. If they are using stuff like this, what is going to be in this game? How far are they going to take it? Is this going to be... So, alright, so let me read. CEO and Stellar Blade director Hwang Tai Kim. Forgive me if I pronounce your name incorrectly. So he previously described generative AI as an essential tool to help smaller studios compete with much larger dev teams across China and the United States. Studio head argued that AI increases productivity at a lower cost without necessarily eliminating jobs. That sentiment has been recurring since a source of tension in the industry, pitting studios that view AI as a productivity tool against players who worry about creative quality, artist displacement, and originality. So for me, it's definitely more of it's more negatives than positives. It I can see how it can be productive and how you can use it. Just don't use it too much. Use it enough to where you have your creative ability showing, and where you don't have to depend on this, where it doesn't have to eliminate any jobs. Mm. So, however, fans should note that there is currently no confirmed evidence that Stellar Blade itself will include AI generated characters, dialogue, music, cinematics, or artwork. Now, we've seen, I forgot what anime this was. I've seen anime that have used AI generated dialogue. It is garbage. You can definitely tell if something not it is different. Now, hopefully, which I don't think that they're gonna do this, but just the thought of just AI creating characters, dialogue, music, cinematics, artwork, those are very important things when building a game, especially something like this. I don't want no parts of that dialogue. I need real voice actors. I need real music. I need real people to work on the cinematics because Blade one beautiful, beautiful. I don't want no AI generated AI slop. I don't want none of that. So, as a promotional experiment, ShiftUp's new AI generated music video ultimately shifted attention away from Stellar Blade BloodRayne's new protagonist and world and toward concerns about how the sequel is being created. While a single music video does not determine the quality of the final game, especially when development is ongoing, promotional material often shapes fans' expectations early on. ShiftUp has yet to transparently address whether generative AI will play any role in the finished product, and it's unknown whether the studio will ever publicly say so. Until then, fans are likely to examine future Stellar Blade BloodRayne trailers and artwork much more closely. So, since y'all put out this old music video, if y'all put out a trailer, people are gonna hone in if it's fake or not. This is not helping y'all's case at all. Now we're gonna be scared. So, oof, this is this is this is this is not helping them at all. So, I don't know. I'm gonna still get the game. It still looks fire from what they saw, from what we saw at Summer Game Fest. Hands will be thrown for sure. Hands will be thrown for sure. But yeah, this is already gonna be a day one now. All right, cool. But yeah, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think on what this. All right, so next topic, God of War. So we got more news of what God of War is. Uh, the next God of War is all about. So we got release date. Now this, you already know, the game of God of War. I was about to say Game of War. God of War is one of them series that may be in my, let me not say top 10 because now we're gonna got me thinking. I might have to do a special video for that top 10 series, but it's up there. I play majority, most of the God of War games. Love the series. I love the OG trilogy. I love the PSP games. I love the 2018 version, Ragnarok, all that stuff. Now is going to be focused on Kratos' wife. which is what's her name, Faye. So she is voiced by I forgot this actress's name. Shout out to her, but she was in Daredevil. I think True Blood. She was in that. Um, but I know her from Karen Page. So we had an extended gameplay video or gameplay trailer of what this game gonna be about. It looks fire. This is gonna be a day automatic. So let's read some more about this and when this game is gonna be coming out, like officially. Let me drink my water. But everything we know so far for the next chapter. So Kratos has been the face of God of War franchise for decades, but next year the story is shifting from the Greek god killer to his wife Faye. God of War Laufey is the first game in the franchise to not feature Kratos as the protagonist, but beyond that, the game looks like it could hit all the right notes for what fans expect more of the franchise, with its mix of swords and sorcery action, beautiful visuals, rich storytelling. Ahead of its release, here's everything that we know about God of War Laufey so far. I was saying Luffy, Laufey, or Laufey, Laufey. So, we're gonna take a peek at what Faye has been at, and who she's been fighting, who she's been interacting with, and this is gonna be like a place where a whole bunch of different gods meet from different uh mythology. That is very interesting. So God of War Laufey will launch on February 16th, 2027. The release date for the game was officially revealed during San Diego Comic-Con of this year during the PlayStation Games panel. Okay, so we all know PS5 exclusive. Recent reports claim that Sony has adjusted strategy towards PC ports of its games. So I don't know if any new like PS5 exclusives are going to be on the PC ports, because I think Sony completely changed that now. Um, I don't know what they're going to do with this. If this is true, then that means the PC player shouldn't expect to see the new God of War game or other recent releases. Will God of War Laufey have a physical disc? Amid Sony's controversial decision to kill PS5 disc, it has been confirmed that God of War Laufey will have a physical release. It'll likely be one of the last major first-party PS5 games to get this treatment, as Sony will officially end disc production in January 2028. All these new games before that date drops, January 2028. Y'all get them physical discs before time runs out. All the major AAA games. Go and get that. And hopefully with major releases like this, we can hopefully see a bit more of a change, because this is right around the corner. And I hope that will give people more an incentive to be like, yo, let's start copping these physical copies now. Who's developing God of War Laufey? And Sony Santa Monica. We all knew that. Okay, we already seen the gameplay. Okay, so spoiler alert: Laufey is already dead, and God of War Laufey awakening in the afterlife of the gods, known as the Every Wind. So she is dead. Now I thought that she, I guess, came back to life and just woke up in this world, I guess, or this dimension. But yeah, this is like the afterlife. Awakening the afterlife of the gods, known as the Everyone, Faye quickly discovers that the plans she put in place to protect her husband Kratos and her son Atreus are now at risk. With ruthless gods from dangerous pantheons vying for power, Faye has to fight back against their tyranny to save the one she loves. First gameplay trailer showed off two of those gods, Sekhmet and Bexay, and the game will examine what happens to a deity after they die. Oof. So I know the story is going to be fire. God of War's God of War games have always had. That's the one thing Sony does right is story. The area one is the key to answering this question as the location and is described as the birthplace and endpoint to which all magic returns. A realm in which gods and creatures from different mythologies come together. These beings aren't exactly on friendly terms with each other, considering that Faye was the wife of Kratos. Yeah, you might have some enemies. Several of the gods murdered by him might also pop in this transcendent location. And then we're betting that they won't be too happy to discover Faye's connection to their murderer. So we might be seeing some Norse gods. We might be seeing some Greek gods. Because Kratos has killed a lot of gods. And yeah, so we may be interacting with a lot of his enemies. So what is next? Sony Santa Monica has confirmed that Kratos will return in a brand new game set after the events of God of War Laufey. And beyond that, fans of the Greek saga can also look forward to a remake of the original God of War trilogy. I haven't forgotten about that. Cars. You're not wrong. Not wrong. Yeah, it is wild. It's very unfortunate that they're taking this route. I got the article though. It's very unfortunate that they are taking this route with AI. Like they didn't do this with the first game. The marketing, they dropped the trailer, got the release date. Cool. People ate that up until it was time for the game to actually drop. It did numbers sales wise. They doing a whole different strategy with it, and people are not liking it. As you so I don't get it. I don't get what they're trying to do with this. They already have a controversy beforehand with how young this main character is looking structurally with the face. Uh and they digging themselves a deeper hole with this whole AI thing. Uh I don't know. I'm gonna still get the game because it does look fire. Evie does look like she got hands. Them gauntlets. I like an up and close fighter, but it's just the marketing is not. It ain't doing it. Um, but yeah, I agree. I fully agree. Thanks for jumping in the stream too. Um, but yeah, we gotta. They already got God of War plans in the works next year. Uh, I've already played the OG God of War trilogy, but I feel like I'm obligated to get new remake because TC Carson is my guy, and I need to play this again. And it's a remake. Imagine it on modern gen, just have like they did with Halo. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need this. Plus they got the live action TV series. Granted, uh, the main character he had went through a head injury, so they're doing a whole recast of him. But it is gonna be coming out, not soon, but it is coming out. And now we got word that after Laufey, Kratos will return. So we figure out what's gonna happen with that. So they got stuff lined up. But I'm excited for Laufey. Um, Shout out to Deborah Ann Wool. That's her name. Shout out to her. She gonna kill it, and the story is gonna be one of them ones. I'll get Stellar Blade 1, 2, meaning Stellar Blade. Okay, that's fair. Fair enough. Let me know how that plays on Switch or Switch 2. Because they're putting these AAA games on Switch too. I've heard it don't look that bad. I think they putting the Elden Ring on Switch too. Putting a whole they put they're putting Elder Scrolls 4 on Switch 2. So yeah, they're putting some major games on Switch 2, which I'm impressed. I don't have a Switch 2, so I wouldn't know. So come back to me and let me know how that is. Is it coming on? Hold on, let me look that up. Is it coming on Switch 2, or do you want it to be on Switch 2? Other Blade on Switch. Ah, okay, so it is. Yeah, come back to me and let me know how that is. But uh, yeah, that is pretty much it for the stream and what I got going on. So, oh, before I forget, I have this up too. Is there anything else that I need to talk about? No, it's pretty much the same. Coming, they announced already. Bet. Okay, yeah, definitely let me know how that is. Because I've been hearing good things about AAA games being on Switch too. I just haven't gotten a Switch 2. But yeah, that is pretty much it. We talked about games for August. I will be getting Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I will be getting Mortal Shell 2. That comes out August 20th. Marvel Tokon comes out Thursday. Um right now I'm playing Halo. Catch me on stream on Twitch. Follow me on there if you have not. And then it will be uploaded on the second channel. That's where I do all my playthroughs and stuff. We got legendary mode kicking my ass, but we are progressively taking L's and going through these levels. One mission at a time, or one death at a time, I should. So yeah, we talked about Halo first impressions and what that is. Mixed reviews, people loving it, people not liking it so much. I personally had no issues with it. Um, but for the price tag, I get it. If you've already played this game, you don't need to hurry up and buy this. Like, just wait till it goes on discount. If you got Xbox Game Pass, go ahead and get it. Comes with the service. Talked about God of War. What's to come with that? Stellar Blade. Controversy behind that. Them using AI. I don't even know why they did this AI music video. Um, yeah, that's that is pretty much it. Oh, Sony's still not backing down from physical copy releases. Uh, everything is gonna go digital January 28th. So get as many physical copies um as soon as you can before 2028. God of War Laufey is still gonna get a physical copy. So for all the AAA games, y'all still have time. But yeah, that is that's pretty much it. But Kawasaki, appreciate it for jumping in on the stream. And I'll see if I can stream next weekend. But for the most part, during the week, we'll pretty much be on Twitch, and I will cut these videos, these clips, in the reels, TikToks, cut these separate topics up into videos, and that'll keep y'all busy up until the keep my channel flowing through the week. If anything pops off that I need to talk about, we'll talk about it that day. But I'll mostly save everything up until Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, no, appreciate it for jumping in. You missed out on the stream. It'll be here. You're not really gonna miss anything. But yeah, that is gonna be it, and I will see y'all on the next one.